What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the show. This week we're watching trailers for The Stand, The Witches, and Frank and Zed.
This is Trailer Trashed.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Trailer Trashed, the show where we drink and are stupid. Hey, James, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. It's getting close to Halloween, and like we said last week, it's the witching season.
Oh.
We got a trailer about witches, y'all.
Yeah, man. But before we get into that, what are we drinking this week?
Ooh.
We're drinking Blackened.
It's
whiskey.
the Metallica whiskey.
Yeah, they don't say that on the bottle, but what this is, it's very, very special. It's
special.
It's super special. It's aged in black brandy casks. They have to be black, obviously, because it's Metallica.
Sure.
And then they point a PA system at the casks, and they crank Metallica playlists for each batch. Each batch has its own unique Metallica playlist, and it really comes through. This one tastes like James Hetfield's mullet from 1986. They're a little
Yeah.
There's a little Lars in there.
Oh,
Ooh.
sock it to me, Lars.
Yeah, so that's what we're drinking, and
Don't drink Metallica. It's
I think
I mean, no, the whiskey's good. Don't drink actual Metallica. That's
yeah,
just, that's
I
just
wouldn't
gross.
recommend that. They've not really gotten better with age, the way a fine whiskey
Yeah,
would.
yeah, it's true.
Maybe Hammett. Maybe Kirk Hammett.
Doesn't phrase well.
Doesn't
Sorry.
phrase well, but he
great.
ages well.
He's a great guitar player. Doesn't always play well, though.
Bad phrasing tastes better every time you get.
All right, before we move on here, though, please subscribe to the channel. It's down in that bottom corner over there. It's a big red box. You can't miss it. Please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video, because you know it's going to be good. And, hey, support us. Like we said before, we're a small channel, so do that.
Share us with your friends.
Share, yes.
Anyway, jumping into the first trailer here, we're watching The Witches.
The Vavitches?
Which is, of course...
Is this the sequel to The Vavitch?
No, it's not a sequel to The Vavitch. This is a
Oh.
remake of the original Witches,
Oh.
the Roald Dahl.
I have not seen
Story.
the original Witches.
That is...
I know, it's a bit of a cardinal sin. I wouldn't say this is a cardinal. I've seen Hocus Pocus, right? That's the important witch movie from the 90s.
I don't know, man. This one, I think this one's higher up on my...
Ooh, really?
My totem pole.
Don't say that in public. I feel like there's going to be a lot of people very disappointed at you if you say that. But
A lot of people can eat me.
this is this is probably good news for me, though, because I have no preconceived notions going into it.
Okay.
So you know what? This is all going to be brand new. I mean, we've watched the trailer once before already, but like the movie is new to me, so that's good.
Yeah.
But without further ado, this is The Witches.
The Witches.
My story begins when I was
Chris
a
Rock.
young boy.
Yeah, that's unexpected.
You'll be comfy here in your mama's old room.
He's been more into like
anything
horror
but
stuff.
to
He's
be
in the
here
new
right
Saw movie and stuff.
Grandma was a tough lady with a big heart. And little by
I wish
little,
Octavia Spencer was my
she
grandmother.
brought me out of my
That'd be awesome.
Octavia spent, and she danced to the Four Tops
Yes.
and baked me cornbread. Man,
I didn't know it. But
Ooh.
there was a dark shadow looming nearby.
The Witches.
are they doing like a...
They're real. And they
She would Chelsea
hate
grin.
children.
She does. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, they all do actually. Look at it.
Utöver mig learning all around the sådär.
Rats are a little rough.
Exterminator.
You see, girls? He would exterminate those brats.
Rats.
I love
We will
Stanley Tucci
exterminate the rats.
so much.
Yeah, he's pretty awesome.
I love this slowed down version of this song. I know that they do that in every
Yeah.
single movie, but
This one's a little different
that means
though.
the test is coming.
Ladies,
Robert Zemeckis.
I have a plan. Sandro, to transform a child into a mouse.
oh,
I don't know why that scene reminded me of Flubber.
Why are we mouses? Mice? Whatever. Grandma, it's me.
Is that
you, boy?
All
I'll
right.
never let you get away with your filthy, evil plot.
Who's gonna stop me?
Doesn't matter who you are or what you look like, so long as somebody loves you. You wouldn't happen to be carrying around a mouse on your person, now would you?
A mouse?
Mm-hmm.
Why on earth would I be carrying around a mouse?
I got 3. October 22nd. That's coming out pretty soon here, actually. Been streaming on HBO Max. HBO Max, I'm telling you what, HBO Max is not doing well from my understanding.
They're not?
No, but they have a ton of content.
Yeah.
I feel like at least 2 out of 3 trailers we watched recently have been HBO Max exclusives almost.
Yeah. So
okay.
that's kind of weird that they're not doing well then.
So
you think that I have what do you think
I think that you hate this.
I don't.
Oh, okay.
No,
okay.
I don't.
It looks fun.
I'm actually really excited about this.
I will say this though, it's not made. I don't believe at least that it was made for us. I think it was made for a younger generation.
Well, and so was the original Witches movie.
Okay.
It's one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite like
tween horrors.
kid horror movies. The original Witches, like I think it was even more for. I probably started watching it when I was like, I don't know, 6 or something like that.
It's what we like to call gateway horror.
Yeah.
You know, it's the stuff that when you're a kid and like the really horrifying stuff is a little bit too scary to watch, or your parents won't let you watch the R-rated movies or whatever.
Yeah.
Like these are the stories that kind of like they prep you for like your life in horror later on, you know?
Like The Gate.
Yeah,
The
like it gets
Gate
you-
I've always thought is a good
Oh yeah,
gateway
great.
horror movie.
The Gate, it's like Little Kids and Monsters. This is Little Kids and Witches. Like,
Yeah.
it's perfect.
And similarly, this was one of those movies that even before I really got into horror, this was one of the movies that I could watch for a scare when I was younger that I really enjoyed.
Were the mice that scary when you were younger?
Well,
what it
here's
was?
the thing: the original had such awesome practical effects.
I have seen the witches from the movie, their effects. They look like legit witches.
Angelica Houston
Yeah.
was incredible as the Grand High Witch. She looked so frightening. The transformation scene where the kids turned into mice was amazing. So I'm not like super sold on the
mice look a little
CG.
wonky. Yeah, it looks like like if there was a real life version of Ratatouille. That's what this kind of looks like to me. That's what it reminds me of. But it's also it's made for kids though, so it's a little bit more cartoony, and
Yeah.
I completely understand that.
Overall, though, I really like the looks of this. Anne Hathaway's Grand High Witch.
She's good in almost everything.
She's great. Like I go back and forth on how much I like her. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Most of the time I do. I think she looks great for this. Octavia Spencer as Grandma. That's great casting.
Yeah,
I love Octavia Spencer.
I think-
Stanley Tucci's a legend as far as I'm concerned.
I agree. I think the Octavia Spencer could play every role in this movie, and I think I'd be happy with it.
Sure,
because she's fantastic.
Overall, though, dude, like
Yeah.
this, I'm really excited about this. I think this is one of those movies that I'll be able to show my kids. Maybe not right away,
Yeah.
maybe in a couple years.
Sure.
But hopefully,
Depending on how scary it is, though, it might not
Yeah.
even be scary.
yeah, exactly,
honestly.
exactly. Like, and I can show it to them, and they'll fall in love with it as much as I did the original Witches.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Overall, though, on the rock scale, as far as how excited this trailer got me to watch this movie, I'm gonna go just like based on pure nostalgia and how much this actually does look good. I'm gonna give it a 4.
Oh wow, okay. I'm gonna go 3. It's better than I thought it was going to be, but I also had no preconceived notions going into it, being that I had never seen the original. And also it's not made necessarily because I didn't experience it when I was a kid. I don't have that, and then I also don't have any little kids of my own. Therefore, I don't believe this movie is necessarily geared towards the 35-year-old male hardcore horror demographic.
Man boy.
Man boy. That being said, I still think it looks fun. I can appreciate a fun movie.
The Four Tops song
I
is a
watched-
big seller for me too. It's one of my favorite songs of all time. So.
I watched Hubie Halloween last night.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Was it really?
Fantastic. I loved every second of it. So I can appreciate fun, not kiddie, but fun horror. And this is definitely that. I'm gonna give it a 3 though.
Cool.
Little above average.
3.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
All
So,
right. So moving on to something maybe a little more scary here. Ooh. Going back to Stephen King, because Stephen King is everywhere these days.
he is the king for a reason. Duh.
It's true. It's true. And this is for The Stand, by the way. This is another thing where I've never actually read.
You've never read The Stand?
Never. Well, I don't think anybody's ever actually read The Stand. I'm convinced of it.
I just started it 2 days ago. So I'll let you know in 2 months how it is, because it's a 47-hour book.
I did start The Stand at one point in time.
Oh, you did?
So my mother had the paperback, which was about that thick. It was like 7 phone books just stacked on top of each other. I did start to read it once, and I got through less than a quarter of it, and I just couldn't do it. Like, this is the book that Stephen King will spend 4 chapters describing a rock that has nothing to do with the story.
Oh gosh, get over it.
It's true.
You're just jealous because you don't have that sort of grasp on words and observation. No, but I just started the book. I started the unedited version too, which has 400 pages of the story put back into it. Yeah, let's check this trailer out for The Stand.
So this is The Stand. Here we go.
The world is now a blank page. Make your stand.
The CBS All Access Unlimited, is this another streaming?
It's another streaming site. Yep.
Gosh, man.
Well, especially right now, nothing's in theaters.
Yeah.
And this is a series, by the way, too. It's not a movie.
I'm scared.
Me too.
Heather Graham.
Yeah.
Where we go?
What's up, girl?
Welcome to the Boulder Free Zone. Stu Redmond.
Oh, what's
Which
up,
one of you is
Cyclops?
Larry Underwood?
How do you know who I am?
How do you think?
Mother Abigail?
I like
dreamed of her.
James
She was
Marsden.
real.
Marsden.
She brought us all together to keep us safe in these uncertain times.
Oh, what's that a call to? Cornfield's creepy out,
There's
man.
something inherently creepy about a
There really
cornfield.
is, yeah.
You feel him.
Oh, there he is.
Calls himself the Dark Man. Mostly I just see his
Oh,
wolf.
what up, Whoopi?
Oh,
Mother Abigail told us that there are 2 sides to the world.
That's a cool
There's
shot.
the good, and then there's a deep well of darkness.
that's what I call my house. The deep well of darkness.
Come on with me. Boom.
Oh, Skarsgård.
The world that was. They told you it was wrong. What
Was that?
Your sister?
No, did you see the Shining rug?
No. Oh, no, I didn't.
I
That wouldn't
swear I
surprise
just
me,
saw
though.
the Shining rug.
I like Skarsgård as Randall Flagg. That's
Yeah,
cool.
dude, he's awesome.
Death and terror. The Dark Man grows stronger every day. And soon he'll destroy all who stand against him.
Looks intense.
It does.
Blank page.
I like Whoopi,
I like
too.
Whoopi as
Yeah.
Mother Abigail too. That's good casting.
You must make your stand.
Hey, is that Coral?
Coral.
That chick looks like Coral.
At that looks really awesome.
Yeah,
Like I was
it
saying
looks
before,
good, man.
this is a series, not a movie, so that makes sense for it to be on CBS.
Yeah, I think it's a nine-parter.
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 No, it is. I think
remember
it's-
back
I
in
think
the
it's
day
9
when
episodes.
remember back in the day when series just used to be 2 parts on like back-to-back nights, and that was it.
Yeah, well,
The
even,
world was a much simpler place. Back
I think
then.
even except for with Stephen King movies, because I think even the original Stand was 4 episodes, if I'm not mistaken.
That's very possible. I
can-
never saw it, so
I remember the original one coming out so vividly, and it being this like huge event. Like
I do remember,
everybody
yeah.
was
I do-
shuttering their houses and locking themselves in to watch this crazy 4-part miniseries of The Stand.
yeah, I do remember it coming out. Like I remember seeing the ads for it, but
Mm-hmm.
obviously I never watched it. It was a long time ago. Okay, James.
I actually watched it when it came out. Probably shouldn't have because I was a little kid, but.
Okay, so this looks awesome, especially for somebody who has not read much of the story, right? And a little bit that I did read back in the day, I don't remember it. It's been a long time, but this looks intense. This looks awesome.
Yeah, it looks really
Skarsgård,
good.
I think, kills it as the Man in Black, and he's the same Man in Black. I'm pretty sure from the Dark Tower trilogy,
series.
right?
Yeah,
He's like the main antagonist in that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so. And that's the thing is like, once you start reading Stephen King stuff, you kind of have to read the rest of it because it's all twisted together in little knots. So
He ripped that off of Kevin Smith. I'm pretty sure.
yeah,
Yeah, good job, Stephen King.
because if I'm not mistaken,
I see you.
Kevin Smith was active before Stephen King.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
So yeah, but Randall Flagg shows up in I think like 5 or 6 other books or something like that. So yeah, Skarsgård as Randall Flagg looks awesome.
Yeah.
James Marsden as Stu.
Yep. Marsden's good in everything. I feel like he's a really undervalued actor. He's always really solid in everything he's in.
And
I've just never had an issue with him.
And just so damn handsome.
He is, right? He's like classic handsome.
Yeah.
He's like Clark Kent handsome.
Oh, yeah. I kind of am too with the glasses tonight, you know? I mean, damn it. Yeah, but yeah, Mother Abigail, Whoopi Goldberg is Mother Abigail.
Great.
Like,
is Whoopi only in like one movie every like 10 years?
Yeah,
I feel like she doesn't do very much acting anymore.
No, she does the View. Yeah. She does that, and other than that, you know, just enjoys the rest of her millions of dollars and just kind of hangs out, I think.
I like this too because this is very it's a very poignant. Is that the right word for the times right now? It's it's about a disease. It's about a plague basically, and that's what we're literally living in right now. So I feel like this is going to get a lot of business simply because it's relatable. Whoever thought that a Stephen King story could be, like, or at least one of these stories could be relatable. But that's the world we find ourselves in. Who else is in this? Amber Heard apparently is in this. There's
a lot of
so many people.
There's a ton of people, and I have a feeling a lot of them are just going to show up in maybe 1 or 2 of the episodes.
Probably.
Because you know it's a Stephen King story, so there's 5,000 characters to get to know.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, Fiona Dourif is in it as the Rat Woman. I don't know how much she's going to be in it, but she's great. Greg Kinnear, he's in it.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm excited about this.
So
one,
am I.
I think it's going to be really cool. But do I have to get another streaming service to watch it?
Yeah, maybe.
Damn.
All right, James, on the rock scale.
On the rock scale, based off of the trailer. You go first. I don't like going first.
I think on this one, it just looks like a solid, even Stephen King aside, and being that it's an adaptation aside, for me, it looks just like a really good, solid thriller series. You know, like, and there's a lot of really good, solid thriller series. Do I think that it looks better than any of the other ones that I've seen? I don't know. I feel like they're starting to become a little bit of old hat, in the sense that they all kind of look the same and they all kind of feel the same. A lot of, TV series these days, it's a lot of big actors coming into it. So these big event series feel like movies.
Yeah.
And it's, like I said, I don't want to say that it's becoming old hat, but it kind of is.
Sure.
So with that in mind, I don't know that I can give it more than like a 3, honestly. Like, it looks really good. I'm not going to say that it doesn't, but there's nothing about it that overly looks special to me.
I was going to go 3 as well.
I think Skarsgård looks special. I think his character could be something special. And that's why I'm not going 2.5.
Yeah.
Instead of straight down the middle, I'll give it a little extra for that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go 3 as well. I'm excited for it. I'll probably be even more excited for it after I finish the book. But just based off the trailer, even though it looks really good, like you said, nothing crazy is jumping out at me. That's making me just want to like drop everything to watch it. So
it's a lot of darkness. There's explosions and there's plagues. Like, it's it's the world we live in right now. Come on, try a little harder, Stephen King. Jesus Christ,
really phoning it in.
But speaking of things that are not being phoned in, our last trailer for the night, Frank and Zed.
This is a fun one.
This is unlike anything that I've ever seen. We've seen hints of puppet horror in other movies, right? The Happy Time Murders was fun. Not a great movie, but it was fun. That got into the darker side of puppets. So we've never seen anything truly horrific like this. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, Frank and Zed is a movie that is 100% puppets. So without any further ado, here we go. Frank and Zed. Already I'm in.
Yeah, already the set pieces look
I just
incredible.
love this look of filmmaking, like this puppetry and all that. Tom Holland, that's high praise.
That's high praise. That looks so cool.
Nice and sharp. Nice and sharp.
All we know is a lie. And the truth has been paid for in blood.
Oh.
Puppets either delight me or scare the shit out of me.
These kind of do both.
Yeah.
How can you not love this?
Like the fact.
We're all gonna die.
Like the fact that like when there's a couple shots where when they open their mouths, there's like
all the goop
spittle and slime in their mouths and shit. It's so gross and so cool. Did I just see that the company that made it is called Puppetcore?
Puppetcore, yes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It does. There's everything about this is just endearing as hell. Like it's like the Muppets on acid is basically what it looks like.
There's a part of me that like I like puppet work. I think it's really cool. But something about puppets just really freaks me out too.
Well, yeah, because they're like lifelike when they shouldn't be. They're fabric with no soul.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like this just looks really cool, and the set pieces look amazing.
Yep.
The tone of it looks really cool. It looks like it might have a little bit of humor in it, but also a lot of horror.
Yeah, there was the part where at the end there's a guy chewing on the eyeball, and that was like just horrifically horrifying. Like, it was gross. I think the character's gonna be fun. I like there's one scene where the guy's throwing the axe, and it's like you can totally tell that it's like a puppet throwing it because its whole body is moving with its arm. Like it's just fun. Like I don't know, I feel like this is the season of fun horror. You know, we were talking about Hubie, Halloween that I watched the other night.
Yeah.
The Witches looks fun. This looks fun. Like I kind of feel like this is gonna be the season of the feel good horror movies.
Yeah, well,
which is probably a good thing. People could use some feel-good shit right about now.
This might not be that feel-good, though. It's actually pretty gruesome for a...
Have you ever felt? It feels very good. Right? I just think it looks good. I think it looks fun, and I think that it checks all of my boxes in terms of, you know, what I like.
Mike's list has 2 boxes. Puppets, check. That's it. The second box just says that's it. Check. Just puppet movies. That's all Mike's into.
What other puppet movies are there like this? You have Dark Crystal, for example, is incredible. It's one of the best fucking puppet movies ever made.
Another movie with puppets that scared the crap out of me when I was younger. I think it was really just Jim Henson. Like, you know, it was either the Muppets, which are just delightful, right?
Muppet Babies though scared the shit out of me.
Did it? You poor baby. But then, you know, you go to Jim Henson's other stuff like The Labyrinth which is one of the best movies ever made, but also some of the puppets are super scary in that movie.
Yeah.
So
this movie...
and also David Bowie's Codpiece.
So scary.
It really scared me when I was younger.
Puppet movies are hard to pull off because they either look really bad or they look really good. I feel like there's not a whole lot of wiggle room in there.
Right.
And usually, like, Jim Henson they've kind of held a monopoly on it a little bit because they're so good. They're the go-to puppet people. So to see another...
What a title to have. We're the go-to puppet people.
But to see another company like take the reins though and do that just as well.
Yeah, that's cool.
I mean, this looks a lot more small scale, don't get me wrong. But to do it that well, that's a feat in and of itself. So I'm super excited about it. Like everything looks good. And the puppet zombies too, I think looks sweet.
Yeah.
And it was very inventive of them to really illustrate that they were zombies by having their jaws move back and forth.
Yeah, like the Foley work too, where the jaw is like cracking back and forth.
It's like a horse chewing.
Yeah. I don't listen to a lot of horses chewing.
No,
but...
it looks. They grind. They grind their jaw. Come on, James.
Yeah, so anyway, on the rock scale, what are you feeling about this one?
If I go anything lower than like a 4 or 5, I'm going to be disappointed in myself. Like, I honestly, like I said, all jokes aside, this really does check off all my boxes though. It's fun. It's gory. It's like, it looks like it's made well. Like it's just, I don't know. It's just awesome. Even though it's not like a traditional movie, I just think it looks great. Like there's nothing about this. And it's so different too.
Yeah.
It's so different. Like I was saying with The Stand, we've seen that before. It might be amazing, right? But we've seen it before. I've never seen anything like Frank and Zed.
Yeah.
So I'm going 4 or 5, honestly.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'll go 4 for no other reason than just because I don't want to have the same score as you 2 movies in a row. I just don't like you that much. Don't respect you.
No mind of his own, this one.
So we'll go 4. We'll even it out at 4.25 and call it a day.
Done.
Yeah,
Donezo.
so that's it. That's it for this week. If you want to find us on social media, you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and SoundCloud at the Buzzed Kill Podcast.
You can also find us on Twitter at the Buzz to Kill PC. Our podcast, the Buzz to Kill Podcast, drops every Sunday at around 9 o'clock. So please check us out there. Tell your friends. Hey, if you're into horror, then
tell your grandma. Maybe
yeah.
she's super into horror.
She might be into horror, right?
She sounds cool. Anyway, please like the video.
Yes, please
subscribe right down there. Hit the notification bell and share it with your pals.
If there's a button that you can hit, murder it.
Yeah, murder it. Slam it. Slay it. And also feel free to slay us with comments.
Yes, please do. We like talking to you guys.
Like whether they're positive or more than likely not positive.
Yeah, we have a small following right now, so hopefully that grows in time. But even with our small following, we want to talk to you guys. So please, come on, comment. Let us know what you thought about these. Tell us that we're completely wrong. We probably are. That's just the way this works.
That's the huge.
Yep.
Anyway, all right. Well, that's it for this week, Michael.
James, we're both out of whiskey.
Ah, damn.
It's a good episode.
We'll get some more later, bud.
See ya.
Bye.